We want to solve the given inequality and then express the solution using inequality notation, using a graph, and also using interval notation. We solve an inequality like this just like we solve an equation, except if we multiply or divide by a negative, we must reverse the inequality symbol. To solve for x, we want the x terms on one side of the inequality, so for our first step, let's add 2x to both sides of the inequality. So we would have 7x is less than, this would be 0, so 7x is less than 21. And now 7x means 7 times x. So to solve for x, we divide both sides by positive 7. We're dividing by a positive 7, so we do not reverse the inequality. 7 divided by 7 simplifies to 1, so we have 1x, or just x, is less than 21 divided by 7 equals 3. So this is our solution using inequality notation. Again, we have x less than 3. And now we'll graph this and show the graph two ways. Notice x is less than 3 but not equal to 3, so this interval does not include 3. So to show this using points, we would plot an open point on positive 3 in the number line. So we click on this open dot tool and then click on positive 3. And now because x is less than 3, we use the line segment tool and graph to the left. Remember, as we move to the left on the number line, we are approaching negative infinity. The second way to graph the same interval would be to use either parentheses or brackets based upon whether the endpoints are included or not. If the endpoints are not included, we use rounded parentheses. If the endpoints are included, we use square brackets. So because 3 is not included, we can use a rounded parenthesis here on the number line opening toward the left, and then we graph to the left. These are two ways to express the same interval. And now using interval notation, our interval approaches negative infinity to the left, so we have negative infinity. On the right, the interval ends at 3, but does not include 3. So because it does not include 3, we use a rounded parenthesis here. If it did include 3, we use a square bracket. And for positive and negative infinity, we always use a rounded parenthesis like this. This is the interval notation for our solution. And for our homework system, we can find infinity using the equation tool, or we can enter 2 lowercase o's on the keyboard, which if we use the preview button, convert to the symbol infinity. And it's always a good idea to use the preview buttons to see how the computer system interprets your entry. I hope you found this helpful.